play Arsenal 1-1 Atletico. Griezmann punishes Gunners. 4:02. 10-man Atletico withstood a first-half onslaught from Arsenal and grabbed a precious away goal, courtesy of Antoine Griezmann's late equalizer. 4:02. 11:04 p.m. BST. Atletico Madrid withstood an Arsenal bombardment and a referee named Clement Turpin to put one foot in the Europa League final after they somehow smuggled a 1-1 draw at the Emirates on Thursday night. It all started so badly, with Simon Versalco sent off for 2 yellow cards with the game's first 2 tackles, the only 2 yellows the referee dished out all night, incidentally, before 5 minutes later an apoplectic Diego Simeone was also sent to the stands as things threatened to unravel. Yet heroic defending and some jaw-dropping goalkeeping from Jan Oblak meant Arsenal only had Alexander Lacazette's effort to show for their efforts. With 8 minutes to go, Antoine Griezmann made them pay, bagging an away goal that could prove the difference come next week. Vintage Atleti. Positives: defensive resilience at its finest. Diego Godin and Jose Maria Jimenez were colossal, so was Saul Niguez, while words fail to describe Jan Oblak. Negatives: discipline from Versalco could have seen the team unravel. Simeone should know better, too. Manager rating out of 102, with your side down to 10 men, to get yourself sent off 5 minutes later is verging on unforgivable. Simeone at least gets an extra point for lasting longer than Versalco. Player ratings, 1 to 10, 10 equals best. Players introduced after 70 minutes get no rating. GK Jan Oblak, 10. It is no exaggeration to say without the Slovenian, Atleti would have conceded 5 or 6. His superb flying save from Aaron Ramsey at the death summed him up. Probably the best goalkeeper in the world right now, not by words, those of Griezmann. DF Simon Versalco, 1. It takes something special to get yourself sent off after 9 minutes for 2 yellow card offenses, but the Croatian managed it, no matter how soft they were. DF Jose Maria Jimenez, 8. Started off nervously as Arsenal threatened to overwhelm Los Rojiblancos, and some wayward passes did not help things. Grew into the game and was imperious in the second period. DF Diego Godin, 9. What a time to put in his best display of the season. Man of the match alongside Oblak and body on the line, does not quite do justice to how heroic some of his defending was. DF Lucas Hernandez, 8. Another of the backline who was throwing himself in the way of everything. Looked to get forward when he could, but spent the majority of the game camped inside his own half and had the anonymous Mesut Ozil tied up for most of the game. MF Coca, 6. His running stats will make eye-watering reading. Covered so much ground, yet his touch and final ball was lacking and he looked absolutely spent at the end. Jan Oblak showed why he is one of the world's top goalkeepers against Arsenal. Photo by Mike Hewitt. Getty Images. MF Thomas Partey, 8. Played 4 or 5 different positions throughout the game and was, for a long spell, Atleti's most potent attacking threat. A real breakthrough performance. MF Saul Niguez, 9. Another whose running stats will leap out. Unremarkable on the ball but incredible off it, doing the job of 2 or 3 teammates at times. MF Angel Correa, 7. Fired a shot over the bar when well placed early on. Put in a left wing back position after the break and performed admirably, however visibly tired, and was one of the players hooked as time passed. FW Antoine Griezmann, 8. Not one of his best games, but one of the most memorable. Should have done better when he fired straight at the keeper in the first half before committing a fatal error that led to the Arsenal goal as he attempted to nutmeg Nacho Monreal unsuccessfully on the edge of his own box. Yet, such is his ability, his mere presence forced a mistake from the Arsenal defense and he took full advantage. FW Kevin Gamero, 6. Had a thankless task once Atleti were down to 10 and unsurprisingly was subbed. Substitutes. MF Gabby, 7. Used his noose in the middle of the park, committing a couple of useful tactical fouls and winning his fair share of free kicks that allowed for priceless time wasting. DF Stefan Savic, NR, looked better at right back than he has done for a long time in the center. Stood up to Danny Welbeck brilliantly. FW Fernando Torres, NR, on to waste time and add extra height at defensive set pieces.